Welcome to Discurso Tidbit News, as we deliver more news that gives you clear perspectives and insightful stories. And for the news this afternoon, DENR blacklists Blue Star over irregularities. The DENR has officially blacklisted Blue Star Construction, canceling its agreement to build housing units in Masungi Georeserve. The cancellation was due to the absence of a presidential proclamation allowing the land for housing, lack of proof that the project underwent bidding, and the failure to deliver the 5,000-unit housing project within 5 years. Despite failing to develop the initial site, Blue Star was granted an additional 300 hectares in 2002, but this too remained undeveloped. The housing project was meant for employees of the DENR, DepEd, DILG, and DND. With the original agreement now void, the 2002 supplemental contract is also nullified following an investigation that began in 2019. And for our next news, Philippines to host Canadian troops under SOVFA. The DND announced on March 7 that the Philippines and Canada have successfully concluded negotiations for a status of visiting forces agreement, or SOVFA. Formal talks began in January, including virtual meetings and interagency consultations to ensure the agreement aligns with both nations' interests. Once signed, SOVFA will allow closer military collaboration, including joint exercises and capacity-building activities. Philippine officials from the DND, DFA, DOJ, and the Presidential Commission on Visiting Forces led the negotiations, while Canada was represented by its Department of National Defense and Global Affairs. As the two nations celebrated 75 years of diplomatic relations in 2024, the agreement reaffirms their commitment to strengthening security and economic ties. And for our last news, LTFRB pushes retraining psych test for PUB drivers. The LTFRB has proposed a 2,000 peso 2-day retraining and psychological profiling program for PUB drivers in response to increasing road accidents and road rage incidents. The training will be conducted by the LTFRB accredited driving schools and clinics, aims to improve road safety. Initially, it will be implemented for bus and truck drivers in Metro Manila before expanding to Cebu and Davao after 3 months. By the second year, jeepney and UV drivers will also be required to undergo the program. Public opinion is divided, with some drivers and operators concerned about additional costs, while others see it as a necessary step towards safer roads. The LTFRB defends the program, stating that the financial burden is small compared to the potential loss of lives. And that is all for the news. Keep an eye on Discurso Tidbit News, as we deliver more news that gives you clear perspectives and insightful stories.